Welcome, welcome to Ferguson Heritage Center. I assume because you're all in the room that you found the place eventually. I hope you didn't have too much trouble. I'm Chris Shelton. I'm the Executive Director of StartWheel, which is a regional nonprofit whose mission is to be the hub for news, events, and resources related to entrepreneurship and startups in the Hampton Roads ecosystem. We do that by partnering with a lot of other organizations around town, including Ferguson Enterprises and Ferguson Ventures. Blake Lewis, he's the director. I'm going to invite him up in a moment for a few opening remarks. But this is the 13th edition of 757Pitch. We started it in July of 2017. So we're so glad to have you all here. So glad to have the competitors. I hope they're not too nervous, and especially proud to have the judges that we have, and we will introduce them in a minute. Blake, would you like to come up and welcome us all?
Yeah. Thank you, Chris. Again, I'm Blake Lewis with Ferguson, Director of Ferguson Ventures. It's our corporate venturing and innovation group. I just want to say thank you for coming and welcome. You're in the Ferguson Heritage Center. I hope you get a chance to walk around. This is 66 years of Ferguson history, and it tells a story about the associates that helped grow this company. Partnering with Chris and StartWheel and ODU really helps us bring a place to founders and entrepreneurs and allow them to pitch with like-minded people in the audience and gain feedback from the judges. So we're really proud of our partnership with StartWheel and ODU and what they enable for the local entrepreneurship ecosystem. So, real quick before we get started, let's take a safety moment. Safety is important for Ferguson. We want to make sure that you leave in as good or better condition as you arrive. So make sure you remember where the exits are. They're right out there. After that, I'll give it back to Chris.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Round of applause for Blake and the team. So the next one, mark your calendars. The next 757 pitch is on September 17th. And off the top of my head, I'm not quite sure when the deadline for the applications are, but it's probably in about 3 weeks. You can find all that information on 757pitch.org. Again, September 17th, we have not established the venue, though it's likely to be on the south side, as we like to move it around the region so we can engage as many people in all of this ecosystem building stuff as we possibly can. 757 Pitch is an open competition. It is not just for students, it is not just for seniors, it is not just for kids, it's for anybody who has a great idea that they think can scale up in some way, shape, or form to maybe national or international markets, but the idea is scale. It's not coffee shops and it's not nail salons. There's nothing wrong with those. They're important to the fabric of any vibrant economy. But this program in particular is for those scalable venture ideas. And that's why we're here. So scalable ideas especially are probably going to need a heck of a lot of help along the way. And that's why we do events like this, so we can bring folks together like 757 Angels, and corporate engagers in the community and rally around these ideas and these startups. And that's what StartWheel is here for. So StartWheel, if those of you who are not familiar, startwheel.org, we have a great resource directory, a calendar of almost all of the events around Hampton Roads like this. And we are running news and stories related to the developments of startups and startup-y stuff here in Hampton Roads. So startwheel.org, check it out. Without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce our judges panel. We're going to start with the first one on my list, though this isn't necessarily the word. Monique Adams. You want to wave? Monique Adams is the Executive Director of 757 Angels. She definitely guides more than 100 Hampton Roads leaders who advise and mentor startups and early stage companies. Under her leadership, 757 Angels Group has invested more than $40 million in the region since its inception in 2015, with $14 million just last year. And with that, we've created over 250 jobs. in the Commonwealth. Her efforts have inspired complementary initiatives, including StartWheel. She is on my board. Thank you for your service. 757 Accelerate and 757 Seed Fund. So she is a true quarterback for the startup ecosystem here in Hampton Roads. Let's give her a round of applause. Next we have the only male on our judging panel. Bo Turner is he is a product and industrial designer. He's worked on hundreds of products, ranging from software to hardware, and specializes in turning ideas into functional prototypes in early stage manufacturing. He is the CEO and creative director of 757 Makerspace, a communal workshop of studios, tools, equipment, and classes, and a solid community of makers and creators where you can find that thing you love and make it. That's so sweet. Then we have, on the end here, Chrissy Hunt. She is part of the Ferguson Ventures team, and she handles investment identification, facilitates proof of concept with prospective partners and portfolio company acceleration activity. She wrote this, and I swear she wrote it to tongue twisting. She recently led the Ferguson Innovation Challenge, which was right here in this room, and why we're here in this room, because I thought it was awesome, and what a perfect setup for this. So she led that in collaboration with William and Mary. She continues to lead service design workshops with Ferguson associates, interns, and partners alike. Thank you, Chrissy. Then, also with Ferguson Enterprises is Mary Hannah Fout, right here in the middle. She's the Senior Marketing Channel Manager for Ferguson Enterprises since 2013, but she's been with the company for 14 years. She's responsible for the marketing strategy of their $3 billion residential showroom and builder business. A 40 under 40 recipient for retail design, she holds degrees in marketing and public relations from East Carolina University. And now we have Holly Biggers, right here. Holly has bought, grown, and successfully exited from 2 businesses. She recently moved to Hampton Roads with husband Wes from the Colorado ecosystem, Boulder area, specifically to Norfolk, and she continues to mentor several small business owners while crafting her next big adventure. Round of applause for Holly, and one round of applause for everybody. So let's go over a few rules, and then I will shut up. Those rules are, the judges have a rubric to go by, and I have extra rubrics which were supposed to be on the table up front, but I neglected to do that, so I will make them available right now. We have extra rubrics for those who want to follow along. When I sit down, I'll pass them around. So the presenters will get 7 minutes to pitch, followed immediately by 5 minutes of Q&A from the judges and the judges only. No interruptions from the audience for the whole duration of the pitch and the Q&A, please. Only the judges. The judges will not interrupt during the pitch. The pitch and the Q&A will be abbreviated by a very loud and obnoxious cowbell. So for those with hearing sensitivities, beware when that clock counts down, cowbell rings. It's loud. There will be approximately 4 minutes in between pitches for those who need to use the restroom, which is out here in the lobby behind the big screen TV, if you haven't found it already. The winner gets $757 cash, courtesy of Old Dominion University. They get a consulting engagement, courtesy of Old Dominion University, and a 1-year membership to BizConnect, which is a business networking group that is mostly on the south side, but they are reaching up here to the peninsula. So for those of you who are trying to meet other business owners, look into BizConnect. It's a really great organization. Again, video recording is in progress. You may see your mug on the internet if you're in this room. Don't be alarmed. It's okay. Any questions before we get started?
Please turn down cell phones, put them on vibrate if you have to.
Sad that we still have to say that in 2019, but please keep phones on silence. Now, without further ado, let's have our first presenter come up. This is going to be dance art.